All right, everyone, welcome to part 2. I'm going to go right into it. This next question, question 69, right? Michelle is writing an essay on endangered species, all right? So Michelle is writing an essay on endangered species. I'm going to go ahead and identify that Michelle is the subject, and essay is the object, and is writing is the verb, okay? So when I'm doing this kind of a question, I know that it's definitely going to be active to passive voice, okay? Meaning the subject and the object are going to switch places and the verb is going to change its form, okay? So let's do that step by step. Let's switch places first. So an essay now comes to the front, and there we see the word "and" is already there as a clue to tell me that I need to put the word essay there, right? So I've changed the order. That's step number 1. Now I'm going to change the verb. That's step number 2. Is writing. Okay? Is writing. I've got to change. So an essay is writing is wrong, right? So the essay is not writing, right? So the essay is being written by Michelle, right? So you can see here very clearly that the essay and Michelle have switched places, all right? One has gone to the back, the other has come to the front. Michelle, the subject, now at the back. Essay, the object, now in front. Okay, so done. Very good. Let's move on. An essay is being written by Michelle. What is the subject of the essay? On endangered species. Now, be very careful here because many students get very excited that they have successfully switched the places of the subject and the object, and they've successfully changed the verb. Okay, so that's a great achievement. But remember that if you do not add the last part here, your question will still be incorrect. So be very alert that you do not miss out on the second and last part of your answer on endangered species. This doesn't change, but it needs to come down from the question to the answer. Okay, next, question 70. The thieves fled when they saw the security guard. Okay, so upon always pairs with the ing participle here. So the participle comes from the verb saw. So how do I change saw to the ing participle? That's right, I change from saw to seeing. All right, so saw becomes seeing. Upon seeing what or whom? The security guard, right? And remember my synthesis rule number 3, right? I don't need to say this. You should know what it means. The connector is in the front, therefore a comma takes its place. Upon seeing the security guard, comma, the thieves fled. That's what they did. All right, so very simple question. All you need to remember is that you've got to change the verb over here, saw, into the participle seeing. Whenever you see the word upon seeing, upon hearing, upon waking up, upon looking, upon jumping, right? So it's always paired with a participle, an ing participle. So I'm going to go right ahead and write this is an ing participle. All right, so you guys will remember that this is an ing participle. All right, so that's how you do questions that have to do with upon and questions that have to do with active passive voice. Okay, so a quick recap. For active passive voice, right, question 69, change the order of the subject and the object, change the form of the verb, right, and then put your answer together while not forgetting the second part of your answer, which does not change. Okay, that's for active passive voice. Now next, for the upon questions, upon always pairs with a ing participle. So upon seeing, upon hearing, upon knowing, upon jumping, upon looking, right? So upon seeing who? The security guard. And rule number 3 applies here, comma, the thieves fled. Okay, great.